Hey YouTube, Nick here from X5 Overland. We're down here in Oregon. We just had an awesome wedding shower and we're about to leave on an epic adventure. So if you'd like to see what we're up to, then stay tuned.
Hi YouTube, Cassandra here from X5 Overland. I know you don't hear from me that often, but I just wanted to say a few things. I wanted to mention that we love traveling and that we travel not to escape life, but for life to not escape us. It's always been our dream to see the world and to do so in our unconventional overlanding vehicle. We are finally taking a really big step in that direction. We're going out on our first long trip, or expedition, if you will. We're going to explore the western United States and see what adventures we can get ourselves into, while primarily living out of the X5. We've made some really awesome adjustments and we've packed our bags. We hope you enjoy traveling along with us, so check out our setup and stay tuned for our first trip video coming soon.
So here it is, our 2004 BMW X5. 235,000 miles on it already. It's pretty well traveled. We have a 2-inch lift kit with some 33-inch tires. That's probably the most notable thing about the car, other than the limb risers and the roof rack. So we hand built our roof rack a few years ago. It has I believe this is a 50-inch light bar from Mike Tuning. Up on our roof rack we have mounted our traction boards from X-Bull. We have Harbor Freight rifle boxes up here. This stores all of our camp gear, like our camp chairs, our camp table, things like that. Things that get kind of smoky and we don't want to store them inside the car necessarily. Okay, so on the back driver's side we have our WeBoost antenna. We have the WeBoost 4GX OTR. That's mounted on the driver's side. And on the passenger side we have our CB antenna for short range communications if we're ever traveling with a group. And then also on the rear end of the roof rack we have this, I think it's an 11-inch light bar. That's just to kind of help us because the reverse lights on the X5 are kind of garbage. And if you notice, we tinted all the rear windows on the X5. That's just to help keep us a little bit more incognito for when we're sleeping, but we'll show you that later. So one more thing that we did to the roof rack is that we installed this ARB awning. We've used it several times already and it is perfect. It's perfect in the rain, it keeps the rain off of us, and it's also perfect in the sun because it keeps us nice and cool underneath. And since we're doing this in the middle of the summer, we're gonna need some shade. And the last thing we added were these little round domed mirrors in our side mirrors. We couldn't really see our blind spots otherwise. And that's basically it for the outside of the car. I think the most important thing while traveling is figuring out where you're gonna sleep. We just went ahead and built a bed in the back of the car. This is a 3-inch foam bed that we've hand built with our own hands. It's got storage underneath for, say, like camp kitchen, toiletries, like toilet paper and tissue, and basically everything we need to cook and live. Dry storage over here for snacks and food, and ooh, white rice. I didn't even know that was in there. And on this side is all Thorin's food, and kind of like a little charging station. We have a house battery underneath all this stuff that charges all of our electronicals. But yeah, how cool is that? After a long day of traveling, just hopping in the back of the X5.
Jump in.
You want me to jump in?
Do it. Run and jump. Oh. And if it's too dark, what can you do?
Oh yeah. I don't think any van life build would be complete without battery operated Christmas lights. The bed is larger width-wise than a full-size bed. And it's just 6 inches shorter than a full-size bed, so our feet kind of dangle. But we can push the seats forward, and we have this little foam insert that we can set in. And it makes it...
Foam insert right now.
Uber?
No.
Are you my Uber Eats driver?
Mm-mm.
Then please go away.
These are our foam inserts. There's 2, 1 for each side.
Yep, and here's the bed platform here. So we push the seats forward as far as they go, and then these kind of slide in and keep our pillows from falling in. And you're good to go. This is also where we keep most of our stuff. Axe and shovel, This is our camera case from a previous video. It holds all of our cameras and charges them at the same time.
Bucket of towels, which is surprisingly one of the most helpful bucket of things we have.
It really is. We use these towels for when we shower. We have a camp shower. We just put it on the floor and then we just hang it up to dry. They're incredibly absorbent. What are they, sand cloud? Mm-hmm. They're so absorbent.
I wasn't sure if they were worth it because they're a little on the higher end price-wise. Best thing we've bought.
Yeah,
by far.
Super nice.
So many uses.
Yeah. This is where we keep all of our tools. We have a tire repair kit. I basically brought my entire toolbox full of tools. We have a mechanic's tool set and an entire case full of batteries.
And this is fishing.
Oh yeah, and there's a little fishing box
These are all bungee cords in here, so we're not going to really get into it.
Yeah.
Maybe if we do like a gear video, we will.
Yeah, and then the doors kind of just hold miscellaneous small things that we might need. Uno, very important. A small hatchet, dog leash, compass, things like that. The back doors don't really get used much, but these are also very important while sleeping in the car. Did you know that the sun comes up at like 5:30 in the morning? That's ridiculous. So, yeah. Easy sleep mask. All right, let's go check out the other side. Welcome to the other side. This side, we just got this today. That's why it's still in its little styrofoam case. This is our fridge. This is what we'll be using to keep all of our food nice and cold, as well as water, because hot water is nasty water. It is an Alpha Cool 15. We didn't work out all the kinks, obviously. But yeah, it's pretty empty right now.
That's basically it. And then we have extra shoes, and our toiletries usually live down there.
Yeah, and also on this side over here. Oh yeah, look at that. That's our shower.
Best thing.
Oh my gosh, we used it on a camping trip. Phenomenal. Behind the fridge is like our first aid kit and camp safety. Let's just call it camp safety.
You can't see back there anyway. But you know what would make it easier to see back there? A light. Turn the light on.
What? Oh yeah, there's a light down here. Oh, it's underneath the fridge, so you won't be able to see it anyways.
Oh shoot. We should move it.
Yeah.
We have push lights under there.
Yeah, we have like those little as seen on TV push lights. One of the things that we're gonna have to contend with on a regular daily basis is dog hair. Let me show you why. Thorin.
Look at this beast. Thorin.
So yeah, we'll be traveling with our furry friend here.
There he is. Jump out! You can make it! Whee!
So now it's time for like, what is this? Just camp electronics, general navigation, safety. Of course, me and Cass both have our phones. We have the Wii Boost, so we'll basically have our phones
What was that?
basically anywhere.
What was that?
That was our CB radio. Apparently we went camping at, where were we? North Forks of the John Day River recently, and it was so hot that it melted the glue that holds our CB radio via a magnet right here. So that just fell, so we have a CB radio. We have our tablet for navigation. We just use Google Maps for general navigation, and then when we're on the trail, we have Gaia Maps. We have speedometers, steering wheel for turning.
Our charging stuff.
Yeah, we have the tablet. I ran a cable up through the stereo. The stereo is hot glued in. Yeah, just your basic car stuff. Not really a whole lot of modifications up here. The only thing that's really different than a stock BMW is the tablet and the CB radio. Okay, so on the list of things that we need is a spot GPS beacon. It's basically just a fail-safe. If the car were to break down and I can't fix it with all my tools and extra parts, then we have a way to get rescued, pretty much. And we also, in the back, have, if you've seen our previous videos, we have a dual battery setup. So with the flip of this switch right here, I link both batteries together, the house battery and the starting battery, and I can charge it on the road. And then when we get to camp, I simply flip the switch off and I have house battery, and I don't kill my main battery. I also have the air compressor hooked up and both light bars, front and rear. So of course we have our camera equipment and our, our audio recording gear. We're not really going to go into that in this video, but if that interests you guys, we'll do one out on our adventure. With spaces being as limited as it is, our doors basically just we each have a raincoat in the door, and then the front half of the door is basically our individual junk drawers for things that we might not need every day, but still nice to have. Hers is a lot more organized than mine. So that's basically it. There's our car. We're gonna be living in it for the next 2 months, and then we're gonna get married. Some sub goals that I have is I wanna lose a few lbs out there. Why not, stay fit. So yeah, join us as we travel. We're hoping to put out at least a video a week for these next 2 months. Daily Instagram photos, maybe some live streams if there's internet out in the middle of nowhere. We're very excited. Don't cough. Don't cough. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you think there's any necessary upgrades we need to do before we leave. Also, give it a thumbs up if you liked it. And yeah, subscribe for more. Many more to come. All right, guys.